the ground, like a king without a crown. Whoa. Why you make it hard? Don't let me down. You might as well be lost, but I'm found. I'm waiting for your love. You just keep me hanging on, and I deserve to stay, and I'll find my way. Just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm your home. I wanna be with you always. Know you're not alone, 'cause I'm your home.
Well, hello, stream 2 of the night, Trofeo Palma Pro Tour race. Of course, we are here not as a racer this time, just as a pure commentator. We are looking at, I think it's a 1.1. There is Trofeo Palma start list, and I just want to double check which version of the race we are using. Trofeo Palma, we are using the 2023 course. There it is there, looks like. That's a bit shorter than 2024. Really hills at the start and flat at the finish. And let's have a look at some of the teams who are here today. Quite a bigger selection. This is a Pro Tour, not a World Tour. So we'll see Conti teams, and of course World Tour and Pro Conti teams. Ikea B&B Hotels sending not the greatest of strong squads, but could do some damage. BT Cycling, of course, Fernando Gaviria with Campbell Stewart as lead out. Bahrain Victorious, Bill Bauhaus, Marius Mayhofer, pretty good lead out for him. Bora Hansgrohe looks like the same team as before. Ivan Garcia and Lawrence Rex. Caja Ruel, lovely jersey from them. Manuel Penaliva and Ike. China Glory team, maybe they will do a lot of the chasing. That's what typically tends to happen when these guys are in the race. Great exposure for the team, not the greatest of results. Decathlon AG2 Le Mondial bringing back that classic jersey. Kasper Asgreen and Stanislaw Anlowski as their leaders. Dimension Data back once again with their beautiful jersey. Alberto Dainese. Quite a few Italians in their squad today. Euskaltel Euskadi bringing back their classic jersey from quite a few years ago. A lot of Basque riders here. GW Erko Shimano, Jordi Mayus is their sprinter. Ethan Vernon, secondary sprinter, lead out possibly. Groupama FDJ, Dinatrunewagen, they're expecting a mass sprint finish. HTC with Tim Miller, Case Bowl of course, the lead out man for him. Hogarden Farm Frights, Mark Hirsch. Not really sure, there's quite a few climbers here. I don't know who they'd be sprinting for today. Maybe they're hoping for a breakaway. Team Kubota Sake have a really nice jersey and pretty decent sprinter there in Emilien Genier. I think he rides for Team Total. Liquid Gas, another blast from the past. This time not as far back as the 90s. Just the early, well, the late 2010s I guess. They have Arvid Decline. Ooh, reasonable sprinter. And not too many climbs for him there today. Michelin Premier Tech. Another lovely jersey. Pierre Barbier leading them. Netherlands Lottery. I love having a red jersey back in the peloton. Bringing you back to the days of CCC. Sprint Dilly Pokovici. Casper Van Uden. Pretty good sprinter for them. Red Bull KTM. James Fouché. Maybe he'll be the star of this race also. But they've got the sprinter Frittin. So Quick Step, Caden Groves, recent winner of the Cadel Evans Great Ocean Road Race. He's got some pretty strong lead-out men with him. Tudor Pro Cycling for Jesper de Boist. Quite a few Portuguese riders here for the Swiss team. UAE Team Emirates bringing sprinter Sam Welsford there. Quite a few rouleurs trying to make it a bit of, a bit tough for their competitors. And small Conti team from Estonia, Voltas Tartu 2024, they have Metis McCalls, who is a bloody good sprinter. Pretty good cobble rider also. I guess let's get into it. Who does the PCM say is the favourite for the race? Jordi Mayus is the favourite. Must be a little bit of hill on him. I'm not entirely sure why. Miller second, Groves, Abrahamsen, Groenewegen, Bauhaus, and De Boist. Let's get into it. And Trofeo Palma was won by Gerben Thijssen this year. Last year was Ethan Vernon, and the year before, Arne de Lee. Of these riders, I don't think any of these guys are riding. Actually, no decline in favourites. Yeah, rest in peace. I mean, it's a pretty strong start list for a Pro Tour race, if you think about it. Tim Merlier's here, you almost think he's guaranteed to win. Doesn't cost too many race days for Team HTC Columbia. China Glory going to work for everyone else, as always. There we go, loading riders, textures. The game's going to think it's going to crash, but it hasn't. That BT Cycling jersey gets me every time. It is a strong jersey. I love that jersey. Any jersey that's not the default really kind of just feels, I don't know, just feels better. Anyway, here we are on the start line. Our riders got +3, but our riders, unfortunately, out of the race. Look at that Caja Ruel jersey, very yellow from the back. They might have to change if they were to enter the Tour de France. A lot of riders smushing up in the back here. This Red Bull KTM, very, very easy to spot. All the riders have got long sleeves on today. Must be quite chilly for them. Small wind, 7 kilometers an hour. It is easing as they begin to start. There's not really too much hills. It's really just going to end in a mass sprint. Because of that, there's a big breakaway getting up the road. 13 riders so far. Barry and Victorious, are they going to try and get up counter? Try and catch the breakaway? Nope. Just letting it go. So let's have a look at our 13 riders up the road. Curtis of Team... what do you call themselves? The Estonian team. BT Cycling has Drisners and Harrison. Frona, Lopez. Lauk is here also. Malmberg, Kemel, Berg. Thomas Bartha? Edward Grossu, Luzit, and Fernandez. 3 riders from BT Cycling. There we go. Leidarth of Groupama FDJ has decided it's up to him to chase. A few riders still got reasonable bikes. Let's see what happens. Will these bunch become one, or they stay separate? For some reason, the Caja Ruel rider in the breakaway does not want the second bunch to catch up, and he is riding quite hard there on the front. Bora Hansgrohe don't want the break to go away at all. He is pacing hard, Mikkels. Jeez, as is Vestroffer from AG2R Le Mondial. Jeez, these riders are not wanting anyone to have fun. They want their sprinters to win. Surprise, surprise. And these 13 out front still have not become one group. Oh, that Liquigas jersey is really nice. Oh, they got Liquigas shoes too. Oops. Let me just stop that. He has got Liquigas shoes. Oh, they look beautiful there. Liquigas drink bottle. And there goes China Glory with Frona. Looks like he's going to be doing some of that pacemaking in the second group on the road as the gap is now 30 seconds back to the peloton. The work of Bora Hansgrohe bringing them back. Mikael Bjerg rolling to the front. Are they attacking off the front? Logan Curry trying something now. The New Zealand time trial champion. Nope, looks like they're all just trying to catch the breakaway. Within 20 seconds of them now, still 112 kilometers to go. There we have it, another attack, and Logan Curry does not like someone in this breakaway. It is straight on the front, bringing the pace up to catch them once again. It is Martin Romero, Lauk, Kroenen, and Drisners. Maybe it's Drisners, maybe he doesn't want the lead-out man in the breakaway for some unknown reason. Look at the map, it's a 0.2 point race. It'll be a slight crosswind, but nil effect really, because it's quite a small amount of wind. few riders from that initial three are dying there. Edward Grosso now setting up, being passed by that second bunch. These three riders out in front really wasted their energy quite early. Although the peloton has stopped pacing, perhaps they could all join up into a big group of 7, and that has occurred. The break now has 2 minutes and rising. Let's check on who's chasing. Bora, AG2R, GW, Groupama, Bahrain, Soudal, HTC. Dylan Groenewegen, the Dutch national champion of Groupama FDJ. Farm Fright's logos teams kind of hard to pick out from the pack. Not entirely invisible, not as bad as the Kubota Sake, which is quite difficult to tell apart, or perhaps they're all just chilling at the back, and that'll be why China Glory's sitting at the back. I guess the motorbike at the back of the race gets great. Yep, there's 2 motorbikes at the back, they've got cameras on them, that's why they're chilling at the back. They want exposure for their team. And if we head back into the breakaway, there's no China Glory riders here. Apologies for looking at chat, I see it now. Breakaway is definitely too scared. 84 kilometers to go. I don't think there's enough hills for the breakaway to be that interesting. They're just going to ride around together and then eventually get caught by the peloton. I have no faith in this breakaway. But who do I actually have faith in? Who am I going to pick as my favourite for this race? I am going to pick... I'm going to say Alberto Dainese. I think Dainese is going to pull something out of the hat. Where's he sitting at in the peloton? More towards the back of the peloton. Maybe the middle, but I think he's got it in the bag today. I think he's on a good day. 70 kilometers to go in the stage. With Grosso now dropping off the back of the breakaway. He's still got Jared Drisner's, of course, in that bunch. Oh, why did I click that button? Was I looking at BT Cycling? Where are they? Here they are. Here. Oh, they have Gaviria. Don't know why they have so many riders in the breakaway, but he's being protected by Harrison. And everyone's just kind of pacing and unpacing in the peloton. FDJ have decided it's now time to get the breakaway back under control to allow Groenewegen to take his victory. Tim Miller has also sent Michael Bjerg to the front. Grosso, about to be caught, does a last minute push to the line, getting him his 5 seconds of fame. Haven't seen much of KTM this race. Do they have a big sprinter here? Where is Fouché on the list? There he is there. They have Fritten, not the greatest sprinter, but on his day can do well. And Fouché, looks like Fouché could be the protected rider on today's stage. Maybe he's going to launch a late attack. I say it looks kind of chill, but they're going like 40 k's an hour, so it's still well, very professional face. We've seen an attack on the right hand side by Jenner of Team Kubota Sake, a team I said was kind of invisible, showing me wrong. He is jumping across to the breakaway, it looks like it. Probably a bit early, not too much I guess else to do, but great exposure for their team. Front of the jersey looks beautiful, back of the jersey, oh, it does actually look quite well. Just hard to see from the camera angle I was using. And he joins their satellite rider at the front, Kroenen. Surprised Kroenen doesn't roll through and do some works. But because of that attack, the peloton is certainly woken up. The gap is down to 30 seconds. Gelders and Curry doing most of that work. Ooh, the original breakaway has died, and it is just Jenner who's out in front by himself. 14 seconds to that original breakaway. Lightheart is about to make the catch. Everyone has been caught, and they're all sitting up. but Honner is carrying on to try and catch Gillier. They're about to make it to the plains, nice flat part of the course, meaning of course, definitely a day for the sprinters, no chance for the breakaway. And it's all back together. Will we see some attacks from a few riders, maybe trying to upset the course of things, or will we start seeing, I guess, 7 kilometers till we start seeing trains left hand side of the road and attacked by 2 riders, Eduardo Affini and the Rui Oliveira of HE2R and UAE Team Emirates. Who's reacting is at HTC. It looks like Liquid Gas. Thomas Bartha is reacting to this. He cannot, unfortunately. He realizes sprint is out of position. Edward Grosso, who is in the breakaway early on, he's reacting. Looks like he's trying to make a move to jump across the gap. Is that going to happen? Yeah, they're kind of just rolling up to those 2 riders. 21 kilometers to go, and Curry tries to get it all back in order. They have a little train now for Groenewegen with Glivar, their second to last man. Muller, having no riders left to help lead him out, is sitting on the back of Groenewegen. Pseudo Quickstep, small train on the right hand side of the road. Caden Groves is there. Bittner needs to be in the front of him to make it work, in my opinion. And we're on to the circuit race. Now I remember what this race is. Holy shit, this race could be anyone's game. Affini attacks once again with Abrahamson. This loop at the end really does make it anyone's game with these descents and tight corners. Look at that, it's 43 seconds between the peloton and these 16 riders here. That can happen on any of these laps. Oh, what country is that? Macedonia. Macedonia of Team Liquid Gas. Janovarsky, he's getting into the mix of things. Great work for him. They're trying to make their way up to these 16 riders, which has quite a few of the sprinters in it. There's Mayus, who's in there by himself, but Groenewegen's got 2 lead out men. Yes, he does. Logan Curry and Glivar. And Pseudo Quickstep with 4 riders. If I were them, I would be pacing a lot harder than I am now. Pierre Barbier tries to make his way across to the front bunch. The red car going through them, holding out a sticky bottle. 1 rider has been dropped off the back, but nope, it's all back together. 10 kilometers to go. The peloton's all in one piece, albeit stretching out over half the course. Still the 2 main trains. Another split has occurred. Gib Thyssen has dropped the wheel here. Quite a few riders missing out this time. Alberto Dainese, my pick for the win, is completely out of position. More gaps appearing as the Pseudo Quickstep train are pushing the pace. 60 kilometers an hour now, going into the final few laps. 5.8 kilometers to go. Everyone's really gearing up. It's still the same people at the front. Liquid Gas getting into the mix. There's Decline, not mentioned in the favourites for the stage, but now he's up there when it matters most. Cajaruel has a rider there. Sebastian Mora is up there. He must be on a great day. 3.5 kilometers to go. Groenewegen is now on the back of the Groves train. There is Phil Bauhaus. Where's Tim Muller? There he is there also. There is a bunch of 47. James Fouché is up here, and Mikkel Rees. Looks like they are going for Fouché. 1.4 kilometers to go. Phil Bauhaus launches Muller on the left-hand side. Groenewegen just can't quite get to speed. Muller fired and just took it. De Boist and Gaviria doing quite well. Decline up there in the top 10. James Fouché, 10th place for Red Bull KTM. Another great race for James Fouché. Sebastian Mora of Cajaruel, 11th place. Bloody hell. Sam Welsford way out of position. Dainese out of position. Oh, I got tongue-tied there at the end. Either way, Little Circuit made it for an interesting race. Quite a few riders still out the back and finishing. Looks like Michael Leonard was the last rider home. Trofeo Palma. There we have it. Tim Muller takes the win for HTC Columbia. Well, there we have it. Thanks for tuning in for 2 races. Filler squad, 10th place in this field. Absolutely. I know Fouché is an absolute goat, man. When he won that first New Zealand Champs, he just attacked. And since everyone was looking at the World Tour riders, he got away. Caden Groves, 9th place. Pretty good. Top 10, actually. Fouché in with the favourite. Sebastian Mora. I reckon he pulled it more out of the bag for the Kaharuel squad. Look at that. 71 sprint, 69 acceleration. Jeez. Everyone else here really has at least all green. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Results are in the results pages. Enjoy the rest of your mornings, you European buggers.